Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. The Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program is a 30-minute radio intervention support program that is meant to provide continuous instruction to keep you academically engaged during this stay-at-home period, as well as preparing you, our 6th, 9th and 12th graders for the pending Liberia Primary School Certificate Exam, Liberia Junior High School Certificate Exam, and West Africa Senior Secondary Certificate Exam when the time comes. Also, in addition to this academic support, the program is meant to provide psychosocial support for learners, teachers and parents, and also tips on how you as parents and teachers can provide support to your students and children at home. Now, let's join our teacher for today's lesson.
Hello students, we are teachers J. Krubo T.K. Solomon
and Mr. Aaron T. Ballah
of Rising Academies. This is the Rising Youth Movement Partnership for the Ministry of Education COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. Lesson number 14. Our lesson today is Language Arts for the students of grade 3 and 4, and the topic is Liberia's Mineral Resources. While we listen to these COVID-19 health tips, please take out your pencil, pen, and copybooks and get ready for today's lesson. Again, welcome and let's learn.
What are the symptoms of COVID-19? COVID-19 symptoms include cough, fever, shortness of breath. In rare cases, COVID-19 can lead to severe respiratory problem, kidney failure, or death. If you have a fever or any kind of respiratory difficulty, such as coughing and shortness of breath, call your doctor.
Now it's time for our lesson.
Great students, today happens to be a great day in the life of one of our teachers. I want you to join me to say happy birthday to Teacher Krubo. Teacher Krubo, we want to say happy birthday. Now we can continue our lessons.
Thank you very much. I'm so proud and honored today to see this great day of me. So thank you, students. We move to our lesson. Today, we have another reading session together. I'm feeling great because I know we will do a lot of fun activities. How are you feeling today? We have 6 fun activities to do. Number 1, we'll do an activity called sentence warm-up. Number 2, sight words. Number 3, gradient blending. Number 4, write and read. Number 5, listen and write. Number 6, read aloud. Let's have a great class together. First, it is time for our sentence warm-up. Today, our practice sentence is Liberia exports minerals to other countries. You will listen while I say the sentence 2 times. Then, I will tell you when it is time for us to read the sentence together. Listen first. Liberia exports minerals to other countries. Liberia exports minerals to other countries. Okay, when I say your turn, then we can all say it together. Ready? Your turn. Liberia exports minerals to other countries. One more time. Liberia exports minerals to other countries. Great. When I hear the sentence, Liberia exports minerals to other countries, I think about one country sending mineral resources to other countries. Minerals look much like rocks, but are usually made up of one kind of non-living substance or material. I see so many companies that mine minerals like gold, diamond, iron ore, and silver in Liberia. I want you to think about how you will do a drama for the sentence, Liberia exports minerals to other countries. Will you pretend to be a train driver, taking raw iron ores from the mine to the coast? Will you be an engineer extracting minerals from the soil? Or will you pretend to be a front-end loader driver, digging into the soil? I will give you 5 seconds to think about how you will do a drama to show the sentence, Liberia exports minerals to other countries. I hope you have your drama idea ready. Now, I will say the sentence and you will do your drama. Ready? Your turn. Liberia exports minerals to other countries. Wow! The students here with me did a wonderful drama. I wish I could see your beautiful drama at home too. I am sure you did a great job. Now, I have some questions for you. When I ask the question, if the answer is yes, stand up. If the answer is no, sit down. Number 1. Is iron ore a mineral resource? Number 2. Is rice a mineral resource? Number 3. Do countries sell mineral resources to other countries? The last question. Do minerals look much like rocks? Wonderful job answering those questions. Now, let's say the word mineral. I wonder if you can tell me how many syllables in the word mineral. You will listen while I clap the syllables in the word. Then, I will tell you when it is your turn to try. Listen first. Mineral. Mineral. Your turn. Mineral. One more time. Mineral. Great. How many syllables in the word mineral? Yes, there are 3 syllables. Mineral is one word with 3 syllables. Is mineral a noun, a verb, or an adjective? Remember, a noun is a word that names person, place, thing, or idea. Mineral is a noun. Minerals are a lot like rocks, but are usually made up of just one kind of non-living substance or material. The word mineral is singular, while the word minerals are plural. Thank you very much for that warm-up sentence. We move to our sight words. This is the new part of our lesson where we review sight words. Sight words are words that we use a lot, so we want to be able to read them quickly when we see them. In your notebook, I want you to have a special place where you write your sight words. Every day, you will put your sight words in the same place. It will be at the front of your book or it will be at the back of your book. But you need 4 pages only for sight words. On sight words, page 1, you will write the number 7 and 8 with a space next to each number for a word. Go ahead and write 7 and 8. Now, you will write the sight word I tell you next to the numbers. Number 7. Write the word in. This word has 2 letters and it is spelled I-N. Number 8. Write the word on. This word has 2 letters and it is spelled O-N. Let's also review numbers from before. Last time, we had 2 other sight words. They were, number 5 is the word R. This word has 1 letter and it is spelled A. Number 6 is the word to. This word has 2 letters and it is spelled T-O. Fantastic! Now we will play a sight words game. I will say a word and you will point to the word in your notebook and we will say how to spell it. It will be sight words that you wrote before. Ready? In. Point to the word in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. In. On. Point to the word on in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. On. All. Point to the word all in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. All. To. Point to the word to in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. To. In. Point to the word in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. In. Off. Point to the word off in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. Off. On. Point to the word on in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. On. And. Point to the word and in your notebook. Look at the word and read it. And. Great job with our sight words today. Remember, save those 4 pages in your notebook for your collections of sight words. We will add more sight words in our next session. Thank you very much. We move the teacher Aaron for our next activity called Brilliant Blending.
Okay, students, before we go to our next activity, let's hear a short message.
What are the symptoms of COVID-19? COVID-19 symptoms include cough, fever, shortness of breath. In rare cases, COVID-19 can lead to severe respiratory problem, kidney failure, or death. If you have a fever or any kind of respiratory difficulty, such as coughing and shortness of breath, call your doctor.
Now it is time for brilliant blending. Are you ready? At the beginning of a word, sometimes we have one sound and sometimes we have more than one sound. Today, we will practice some words that have 2 sounds at the beginning. Listen. Blast. 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 At the beginning, we have 2 letters, B and L. Together, that make the sounds bl. A makes the sound A. And at the end, we have S and T together that make the sound st. Now you can try this with me. Ready? Your turn. Blast.
Blast. Blast.
Again.
Blast. Blast.
Great job. Our next word is felt. Listen. Felt. At the beginning we have 1 letter, F, that makes the sound F. E makes the sound E. And at the end we have L and T together that make the sounds LT. Now you can try this with me. Get ready? Your turn. Felt. 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 Again. Felt. Great job. Our next word is wind. Listen. Wind. At the beginning we have 1 letter, W, that makes the sound W. I makes the sound A. And at the end we have N and D together that make the sounds ND. Now you can try this with me. Get ready? Your turn. Wind. 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 Again. Wind. Great job. Our next word is strong. Listen. Strong. At the beginning, we have three letters. S, T, and R. Together that make the sounds stir. O makes the sound R. At the end, we have N and G. Together that make the sound N. Now you can try this with me. Your turn.
Strong.
Stir. Strong. Again.
Stir. Strong.
Great job. Our next word is west. Listen. West. At the beginning, we have one letter, W, that makes the sound W. E makes the sound E. And S and T together make the sound st. Now you can try this with me. Get ready? Your turn.
West. West. West.
Again.
West. West.
Again.
West. West.
Great job. Our last word is from. Listen. From. At the beginning, we have two letters, F and R, that make the sounds fur. O makes the sound R. And at the end, we have M, that makes the sound M. Now you can try this with me. Get ready? Your turn.
From. Fur. From.
Again.
Fur. From.
Great job. Now, students, this is time for our next activity called Write and Read. I'm going to spell a word for you to write. Then we will read the word together. Number 1. Write the word spelled B-L-A-S-T. Now try to read and pronounce this word on your own. Great job. Listen when I sound out this word. B-A-S-T. Blast. The letter B and L together make the sounds B. A makes the sound A. And S and T together make the sounds st. Your turn. B-A-S-T. Blast. Again. B-A-S-T. Blast. Great job. Number 2. Write the word spelled W-I-N-D. Now try to read and pronounce this word on your own. Great job. Listen while I sound out this word. Wind. The letter W makes the sound W. I makes the sound E. And N and D together make the sounds Nd. Your turn.
Wind.
Wind. Again. Wind. Great job. Our third word. Write the word spelled W-E-S-T. Now try to read and pronounce this word on your own. Great job. Listen when I sound out this word. West. The letter W makes the sound W. E makes the sound E. And S and T together make the sounds st. Your turn.
West.
Again.
West. west.
Great job. It is time for our next activity, students. Listen and write. Are you ready to listen and write? Oh yes, I know that. Great. Listen carefully and write. Number 1. Write the sentence, Frank felt a strong blast of wind. I will read that sentence again. Frank felt a strong blast of wind. Great job. Now we are going to check and see if you wrote your words correctly. The first word, Frank. Frank has the sounds fr, a, n, and it is spelled F-A-N. Number 2, felt. Felt has the sounds f, e, lt, and it is spelled F-E-L-T. Number 3, is a sight word, and it is spelled A. Great. Number 4, strong. Strong has the sounds str, and it is spelled S-T-R-O-N-G. Number 5, blast. Blast has the sounds bl, a, st, and it is spelled B-L-A-S-T. Number 6, off. Off is a sight word, and it is spelled O-F. Number 7, wind. Wind has the sounds w, e, nd, and it is spelled W-I-N-D. Great job. Now look at the words and read them as I say the sentence again. Frank felt a strong blast of wind. Again, Frank felt a strong blast of wind. Remember, this is a statement. So the first letter of the first word should be capitalized, and there should be a period mark at the end. What does the sentence, Frank felt a strong blast of wind mean? Oh yes, Frank is the name of a person. She felt. Felt is the past tense of the verb feel. Frank felt a strong blast of wind. Strong blast means that the wind was coming very fast. It may have been a strong blast of wind from a big storm. Let's read the sentence together, students.
Frank felt a strong blast of wind.
Again,
Frank felt a strong blast of wind.
Great job. Students, now is the time for us to move to our last activity today, called Read Aloud. Let's join Teacher Krubo.
Thank you, Teacher Aaron. I'm going to read you another passage about Liberia's mineral resources. This text comes from the Accelerated Quality Education Level 2 Teacher Guides and Learner Workbook series by USAID and the Ministry of Education. This passage is called Part 1, Liberia's Mineral Resources. Hearing this title makes me ask questions like, where do we find minerals? How do we get minerals? What makes minerals important to Liberia? Part 1. Liberia's mineral resources. Liberia has many kinds of minerals. Many of our minerals are in our mountains. Minerals are a lot like rocks, but are usually made up of just one kind of non-living substance or material. Minerals are used to make building materials, medicine, or other things. Today, Liberia exports most of the minerals we mine. We don't yet have the money to build factories to make things from the raw materials, such as turning iron ore into steel or making gloves from rubbers. Iron ore is an important mineral in Liberia. Iron ore. At one time, iron ore was Liberia's biggest export. In the past, 1 of every 10 pounds of iron ore in the world came from Liberia. It was used to make steel for the construction of buildings. It was mined by companies from Sweden and Germany, taken by railroad to the coast and exported in large ships. The companies gave Liberia money for the right to mine. Wow, what an interesting reading. Based on what we learned, maybe we can answer some of the questions we had at the beginning. Number 1, where do we find minerals?
In the passage, I remember reading the sentences, Liberia has many kinds of minerals. Many of our minerals are in our mountains. Minerals are a lot like rock, but are usually made up of one kind of non-living substance or material. Therefore, we get minerals from the mountains, in sand at the bottom of the streams, the river, the creek, and the big body of waters.
So, how do we get minerals?
Okay, let me think. In the passage, I remember reading the sentences, many of our minerals are in our mountains. The companies gave Liberia money for the right to mine. It was mined by companies from Sweden and Germany, taken by railroad to the coast and exported in large ships. So, I can say, we do get minerals by mining them from the mountains.
Wow. My last question. What makes minerals important to Liberia?
Oh, yes, I know. In the passage, I remember reading the sentences, minerals are used to make building materials, medicines, or other things. Today, Liberia exports most of the minerals we mine. So, minerals are important to Liberia because she uses them to make building materials, medicines, and other important things. She also uses them for export in order to bring money back into the country.
Wow. What an informative passage. We learn a lot of Liberia's mineral resources. Thank you, students, for listening. We move to Teacher Aaron for our summary of our lesson.
Great job. Thank you, Teacher Krubo. Students, let's recap what we have learned today. We practiced the sentence, Liberia exports minerals to other countries. We practiced blending sounds to read and write words like blast, felt, wind, strong, west, and from. We also practiced our set words. Lastly, we read and discussed the passage part 1, Liberia's mineral resources. Boys and girls, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 670833. Again, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 555 670833. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for that helpful reminder. Boys and girls, that is the end of our class today. We are so happy you were here with us. We hope to talk to you again soon. Goodbye from me, J. Krubo TK Solomon.
And goodbye from me, Mr. Aaron T. Ballah. And I say, happy birthday again to you, Teacher Krubo.
Thank you.